ladies, my Taiwanese connection run on you, my NYC sisters. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. One look, people Stevie Wonder can see why so many ladies are filled with envy. Touchy road, insta fashion so bent. That body must be heaven sent. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you really got it. Food all over. Touching all the cast over fanatics all around the world. The UK ladies, my Taiwanese connection run on you, my NYC sisters.
Yes. Of course I got my mask. I don't know for the fucking corona.
I got our mind. We got to put our mind to.
Because we at a public forum, so you gotta wear a mask. Then I say when you're at public places, you won't wear a mask.
I think when you're virtual, you're okay. I think when it's virtual, you're cool. You're straight.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could do your social distancing thing, you know? Yeah, so you're good now.
Okay,
So
because like, look why I don't there.
We just been asking what going on, I don't know. You know, because it's been two weeks now, you know what I mean? I hear from you for the last part of the week.
Man, I was trying to call you, but you were saying you're on the next call, you know what I mean? I guess I called at the wrong time. You know? You know what I mean? I sent a message, you know what I mean? You ain't respond, you chose to respond what you want to respond to. You know what I mean? I had feel neglected at a point in time, but otherwise than that, I'm here in the next province, enjoying myself, you know what I mean? As I said earlier, you know what I mean? It looked like me jack me anchor, and me anchor gonna stay here for a while, but you don't know. Yeah, me ain't in the east no more. I in the west, you know what I mean? And all my exes in the east, you know what I mean, and the best them in the west.
Well, you do a very important thing, Jason, because not only do I tell people that they should go out, but when you go out in a country and the country big, experience the whole thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't try just one place. You know what I'm saying? It's good when you could chat and see different places because it's different. I sure that you done there for a short while, but you spot a difference in the culture, the difference in the way how the people move, but it's still Canada. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing when you go out there and experience places, man.
Yeah, man. So like for my experience, I decided I'm not gonna take a plane. I'm gonna drive. So we're gonna do a road trip. It's like me and my wife were at home, and like you know she was going through a situation, and all time be talking about back home, and I was like, fuck it, let we go. She said, let me go where? I said, where you come from? You come from Alberta. Let's go to fucking Calgary. You know? And she was like, shit, don't make me. Don't start, Jason. Don't start. You know what I mean? I will be packing my bag right now. I said, well, pack your fucking bag. Let me go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So wait there. Since you tell me you take a road trip, you understand because they know you get a good experience. So talk to me about this. What you see along the drive? You see anything?
Man, I see what I ain't even dreamed to see. I ain't even dreamt of seeing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, at a point in time, I feel like I was in the mountains because, like, I never thought I would be in the hills and seeing lakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And after, and I call my friend yesterday and I say, yo, there could build a deep water port at Rollins for real, King.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, I see places in California, and them man I drive way inland. You understand? And the man telling you is because they got a lake way up in the mountain. And up there, so that's where the man put on the boat. So as you said, man, yeah, you got a lot of interesting features all about the place if you
Like,
go and you experience it.
yo, these lakes are very phenomenal. Like the view is like, okay, my drive started like the hardest drive is getting out of Ontario. Okay, because I
Mm-hmm.
understand it's only then I understood that Ontario is one of the biggest province in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And like how we couldn't drive through Detroit and go through Detroit, which is the shorter way to reach to Calgary. You know what I mean? We end up had to go to Toronto to go around the lake. So we hugging around
Oh,
the
yeah.
lake borders to go around to go back down to go into Calgary.
So wait there. Let me answer your question. So you're driving this icy road, this is like warm weather road. It's normal road.
Warm weather. Warm weather.
Okay, okay. So
Listen,
you
I
see any
started driving.
you see
Yeah,
any
I see
animals out there?
deer. Like, yeah, I see deer, and like further coming into the next province, I start to see moose. I start to see deer, bear, and all that stuff. But I see them from far. I see the bear from far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had
Yeah.
times when I wasn't driving. I see those stuff. You know what I mean? Because once I'm driving, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna see much unless they're in the road area. Like when I reach in Winnipeg, you know, I started to see the foxes them and all that stuff to the side of the road. And when I reach Saskatchewan, wherever in name, Saskatchewan, wherever in name, you know what I mean? Start to see them road
Saskatchewan.
gimlins there. Yes, Saskatchewan, wherever in name. You know what I mean? Start to
Yeah.
see the little road and so that be on the roadside and all that sort of. But the drive was phenomenal. Like the hardest drive is getting out of Ontario because we started driving from like we reached the highway on 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And we know stop drive. I ain't stop drive till we make a stop in the morning for gas. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning for gas. And we still in Ontario going somewhere where I don't know. But we just driving because it's late, you know what I mean? Just concentrating and refill and move again. You know what I mean? When we reach an Indian place, like an Indian reserve, you know what I mean? Where gas
Mm-hmm.
is cheaper, the population is like 2,600 people and all these places, and the views are phenomenal,
Hmm.
man. Like the lakes,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? You got places where really out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Where gas prices are very high and you got to buy it
So,
because
so,
in order for you to reach where next gas station was cheaper, you got full your tank twice.
yeah, man. So you get a
So
full man.
So I did at least 20 hours of driving in Ontario to get out of Ontario. And the rest was maybe like 12, 12 to 17 hours of driving. You know what I mean? Like when we reach in Winnipeg, you got a highway. You know what I mean? Like you driving so much, right? Like the road just there so straight ahead. Like if you take a picture of the road, it like the picture could extend itself. So you just puzzle you. But the road just right
Mm-hmm.
there in front of you. The road is a straight way. And we were driving like me talk about 3 o'clock in the morning, me there on the road driving. Like I had to pull over. Me not pull over because I'm tired. Because I just like, focus on the road so much it like me start to see the road double.
Yeah, to reorient yourself and catch back
And
yourself.
me tell myself, boy, Carl, boy, let us sun start to peep out so me start to see things, brother. Yeah. And as
Yeah,
the
man.
sun start to see things. Like I can't do how you drive and your body get accustomed to the drive. Like when you see 12 more hours left for driving, me say man, me gonna knock off them double figures, man. And like when we reach like 3 more hours to go, me wife drive or wherever, you know what I mean? But we do it province by
Mm-hmm.
province. We not do it in a from a total extent, like from Calgary to Leamington. You know what I mean? We just do it from okay, from Leamington to maybe Toronto, from Toronto to this. I mean, so when we reach this place, you know what I mean, we stop and reboot and yeah, put back in a different location according. You understand me? So it
So,
was
so, so,
like 2 days and a half of driving.
so what about the structure? the West is as developed as the East.
Well, he had a lot of road projects going on, but for how me see it, you know what I mean? Like this structure is there, but I find that people are more relaxed over here because people don't mind the weather because I guess they're making money. Because I
Mm.
understand like the government had paid off the debt, you know what I mean, at a point in time till they give back to the people. Like get everybody a
Mm-hmm.
$400 check.
Mm-hmm. That sounds
Like
good,
when the
man.
because the province ain't got no debt. The province debt free.
Okay.
Yeah. So like they ain't in the red. I'm not saying they ain't got no debt, but I know for sure that they were in a situation and they came out of that.
Yeah.
And
They're
they paid.
looking positive. The future look bright.
Yeah, and like we met some people and all that stuff there because like how me cook, you know what I mean? People were here for dinner and all that stuff there and like, they're like, yo, you cooking this all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And
Like,
like when I really look at, what I mean, is after the fact no, I realize no, people like there are hierarchies, I mean, they work for immigration and do this and all that type of thing. So like I was like, yo, anything you want, what I mean, you could get it right here, what I mean, because we are the right people. You check it out.
true.
I said after you had one of them, you know what it's called? It's called networking.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
and
don't
like
start
when
the
he said,
network and you just reach.
so when they telling me no talk about networking, right? It just blew me away. Like I was looking for this word to say, and it was so simple.
What was that?
Networking.
Oh, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel
Like
it, I feel it, I
when
feel
they say it's networking, you know what I mean? Like, yo, watch. Let me show. They're telling you like, hey, if I deal with this person, you know what I mean? I
it.
know of them go on something do for them, and I gonna know of a person who could deal with that. No bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a good vibes.
Yeah.
It's a good
So
vibes.
the thing is real over here comparing to Ontario, comparing to where I was because I can't even say Ontario because maybe it got better. Maybe I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, but luckily I'm in the right place at the right time.
Uh, well, we shall
Yeah,
see
man.
how it
But
go over in Calgary, you know. 'Cause I hope you see other. You passed your Vancouver?
no, we were supposed to go. Vancouver is the next 16-hour drive from here.
Okay.
But
Well, that's
I
so.
will be going to
Yeah.
Banff. I will be going to Banff this week. Hopefully this week, then maybe go Edmonton.
So let me ask you a question. You got any Caribbean populations over in the western side?
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
because like how I've been posting on my status, people start reaching out to me, telling me like, "Hey, I got a cousin this way, I got a cousin that way, and all that stuff there." You know what I mean? And like the people here, they're like, "Hey, I could take you to some Caribbean people." You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, the only Caribbean people you could be talking about are Jamaicans, and we do mingle with them." There.
Oh, that's your stance. He's against Jamaicans. 'Cause I got Jamaican partners. Eh? I need to
No,
understand.
I didn't say I'm against Jamaicans, but you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like I prefer try find my people because my people first. You check it out.
I
Like
feel
me
you.
no
I
nobody from
feel you.
Jamaica.
I feel you. I understand. I understand. You are as a sink it and use people first.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But hey,
Um,
hey, is one hold on. Is one thing I could tell you. Like I don't know if you follow me, I miss where I was drinking a bottle of black label.
no, I'm unaware of this.
Well, I had a I had a big
The
bottle of
sink
black
it and
label
use bottle?
expecting maybe a liter.
The,
No, not the St.
the
Kitts and
sink it
Nevis
and use
bottles. This
bottle?
is a bigger
Oh,
one.
wow.
No. This is a different one. And you know, I normally buy a bottle of black label in normal size. I think it's a 1 liter and something. And
Yeah.
I normally buy it for $80 in Ontario. This bigger bottle that I was drinking cost $76 and it's bigger than the one we buy for $80. And guess
Well,
what? I was drinking that all night.
it seems like the cost of living is good over there.
Listen, what going on? I was drinking that all night till one of my wife's friends showed up, got some weed, right? I think I remember what they call it, but it's his own shit. But everybody thought I was drunk afterwards. I tell them no. Once the weed get involved, you know what I mean? It look like a Guyanese cut out a local man for me work.
Hey, so I want to get into the first topic, because I was reading about something and I would like to update on it. And if you have any questions or any comments in between, you could let me know. Okay.
Of
So
course.
I just be checking, what's going on. I mean, in general, but also specifically with regards to the new laws. And I think what I done tell you previously that they make the new laws available on the internet. So you could go online now and you could see what is going on. And that is good for the people to have access. Because at this time all have a phone and generally got access. So I saw that the Cannabis Act is available online. And I also see that there was some kind of SRO that was passed. Some kind of SRO happened on the 20th no, it was the 22nd of April. And the SRO had the effect of saying that part 1 and part 2 of the Cannabis Act is now in effect. So, with that being the case now, since part 1 and part 2 in effect, that is only dealing with basically the interpretation. That only dealing with the interpretation and with the board. So in setup, the reason why I really talking about this is because people me all the time. I'm working now with the 5 trees. I thought they say you go 5 trees. Inside the legislation don't have anything about 5 trees. The legislation is a legislation talking about the medicinal use of cannabis. So ain't even talking in general and to what I think needs to happen as far as the recreational use of cannabis. Talking about medicinal. Now, even though you're talking about medicinal, I don't see how this thing is gonna go. Based on other examples of other countries where they try to introduce medicine and this. And like right now, my back don't start to hurt me. You understand? Because people don't say, well, they have this pain, this symptom, or whatever story it is. And you're going to go by your physician and you're going to get recommended cannabis. And then that's how you're going to be able to access cannabis. And I don't, even if you listen to any of the politicians, how they're talking, they ain't even talking about this thing being accessible here. They're talking more about being able to grow it, being able to produce it, and then being able to export whatever medicine we might have. And I don't even know if necessarily we might be producing the medicine here, unless we're going to get some kind of deal with some kind of company to deal with some kind of manufacturing. Outside of that, we're going to just be, and then we're going to send it to them, and they're going to process it in wherever lab and do whatever they do. So, unless we're gonna do some kind of wholesale thing like so, you know.
But how come all of a sudden now they come down to that conclusion? Somebody start to open up. Is it a financial breakdown?
Me not think it's a financial breakdown, you know. I think that how they okay. Listen, we're not dealing with people who are experts in the subject of cannabis. They just ain't experts in the and
We all know
when
that.
you listen, when you look at the comments what they make, you hear the prime minister say, "No, how we gonna free it up? If we free it up, they gonna smoke them in the church." Nobody hear nobody complain about no kind of smoking in the church going because them kind of thing they will never go on. We not roll with the thing like us.
True.
Because they are not experts. And if you not talk to anybody who understand what is taking place, then what you produce as a result of that ain't gonna be effective.
Of
You're
course.
gonna end up
Of course, Ian.
you're gonna end up you're gonna end up to be something where I am not even saying that they got bad intention. I feel like they think that they're gonna make money. Just just like how it is felt like we're gonna get a film industry and now we got Hollywood in and this. It gonna be felt like how all of a sudden we're gonna get this big industry. But right now, based upon what is taking place, them are setting up a situation where they are gonna make employees. They wanna keep on cranking out employees. And ain't a problem of cranking out employees because really and truly we want to create jobs. But if we ain't creating a situation where a Navy's man could be owning these companies and making creating employment and then eventually making a profit and being able to reinvest and bring up himself and bring up other people with him. We ain't talking about nothing, no. If you're just an employee, I don't think we need necessarily another 4 seasons unless we come at it with a philosophy in terms of if you big up a Navy's man, if a Navy's man somehow come up with $1 million company, it's gonna be better for all of it. You check
Of
it out,
course.
especially if you do it here. He gonna create jobs for us here. We gonna watch it and
Of
he gonna
course.
pull up some who try to compete with him. He gonna bring up people and all to see how they could build a business around his thing or help him. All of these kind of ways. I was recently watching a documentary with regards to South Korea and how they try to build up themselves as a country. And their philosophy was to give a lot of tax breaks and incentives to family-owned businesses because now that they figure that if it's a family-owned business, the purpose of it will be to pass down through generations. And out of that come companies like Samsung, you understand, and other companies. They have been able to build something in the technical industry. You check it out. And
I
so,
gonna just shout out.
so you know hear what I say? I wonder if anybody else hear
No,
what I
I
say.
miss so. No,
Go
people
ahead.
hear what you said, but what be happen? Me connection had dropped.
Oh, oh. Well, no, we know one of the problems with out in the West. Out in the West got shitty internet. You go tell them what's up out in the West. You check it out. That's the only problem you got out in the West so far. While we're talking about Jason, is that
Mm-hmm.
just how I was saying, like some kind of Navy's man need to be given the
Yeah,
opportunity to grow a business and pass it down and build, so we could build together. I was saying South Korea,
yeah.
when they were building up themselves as a country, their philosophy was to give a lot of breaks to family-owned companies because they feel like a family-owned company is gonna be likely to pass down the company, so it's gonna be a longevity thing. And out of that now we got Samsung. You understand?
Um,
You gonna
question,
push it and see what you
question,
need.
question.
Yeah.
How much the license cost?
Well, Jason, this is the problem. I want to tell you. The license, I think, is part 5 or part 6 of the act. The SRO will come out. And we know about SRO because SRO, for example, is the thing will come out and say, right now, we got to stop it in 8 o'clock. That is what the SRO. This SRO come
Mm-hmm.
out in relation to the cannabis bill, and it say only part 1 and part 2 is in effect. All the rest part and them they not in effect. So it took them from since last year, February the 14th, until April the 22nd this year, to bring part 1 and 2 in effect. And part 2 is only you say you're at a board. So that's all
Hmm.
happening right now. We got they're at a board. That is all taking place. And that ain't good enough. This thing's supposed to be traveling. I'll tell you.
Well,
It look like they're setting up this thing to create a lot of employees, and it ain't really gonna be
well,
a big.
I know of two persons have been reached out to. You know what I mean? Like a man, like somebody from back in the department agriculture reached out to two guys telling them like, hey, we need some of your ideas back home. You know, but unfortunately, one is in Calgary and one is in California.
Well, all I would say to whoever do that, they need to come up with a proposal. You understand? Because and they
Well,
need to understand when they come up with the proposal that time is money. Every second they spend on the phone, time is money. But they need to come
and
up with a proposal.
with that being said, right? With that being said, right? As they talk about, you know what I mean, want to make money. Um, I got an update on the cost of food being imported for the year alone during the COVID year. Yeah, over $20 million in food, and the hotels open.
Hmm. Well,
5 million is chicken alone.
because and we have to because we don't have any industries, my brother. We don't have any industries. Those are not the
because because you know how these motherfuckers be down there. You check it out. They want it be how they be because they might get the trim from the fat too.
mm-hmm. So,
You
so,
think
so
them?
how would they
You think them know what's going on?
tell me what going on? Come in and understand about it. Tell me what going on. I need to know what going on. What that's a crazy number?
No. That's a real number.
Uh-huh. So,
That's a
so
real
what's going
number.
on?
So $20 million on imported food alone for the year 2020. You check it out, 5 million is chicken. So just imagine the rest. You check it out. So if I don't know if the department could release that to the people who needs to know and say, yo, you need to concentrate on this. But everybody be concentrating on everything. So it's because I sell banana, you answer me, I'm pumpkin I sell. Are you going to plant pumpkin? No. The person who will plant pumpkin will want banana eventually.
Um, I think what really going on, right? If we're gonna say particularly chicken, because right now for some reason you got a mutton shortage to it. Right now I understand mutton is like $18 and so a pound. You check it out, nobody
Mm-hmm.
wanna kill it. Yeah, yeah. If you got a go to kill right now is money. I'm telling you. But I feel like in terms of the chicken thing also, right, is to start it and then to be consistent. It's very difficult in a new to start a business.
The thing is, right? Starting any, as I said, consistency will be the problem with a lot of us, right? And I guess because a lot of us don't travel, we vision don't get too short. You check it out because some people don't like to make money and don't think about expanding.
Well, part of the problem is, and this is how come I mentioned this thing with how the cannabis bill too.
Mm-hmm.
If we if we creating an environment where all we're making is employees, who won't be the boss? Who won't be the people and them are coming up with some kind of vision and saying, well, bye, let
True.
we go in a direction. We just a bill and we say, well, everybody
But
just follow me. So who gonna be the boss?
but
Who gonna lead?
but but you don't see how the situation there. I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, when you come these places here, you understand me? Agriculture department doesn't plan food. Agriculture department come on like a police to make sure you do the right thing.
Jason, I am glad that you mentioned this because when you really look at how we are function, right? And how you look at how them people out there function, you see how hands off government be and how them in a them lane and how them
Of
lane is
course.
big, as you say, to regulate and inspect.
Oh,
And then you're gone clear. When I'm looking at, for example, the how we deal with this thing with the movie industry and how this thing
mm-hmm.
is being hyped up, right? Why are we praising it to say like the government is signing a deal with whoever? It's the same thing this is coming back to. I would like to know that this person is signing a deal with somebody in a Navis, with a company where they farm in a Navis.
Yeah,
The,
like
them create a board and then we see some power there. But when you're looking at this thing, why the government got to be involved in a movie industry? This is not you think the American government with Hollywood, what they do, they
no,
create an environment and they say I could go build Hollywood and I could go do whatever I
yeah,
want. Now, and we go
exactly,
tax you and this is your
exactly.
license. It's not a praise thing. You just do what you do.
But Alan, but fuck you, ignore the noise.
And watch ya, it frustrate me it frustrate me on a level too in terms of sometimes, right? If if
Uh-huh.
if you if I got something to do for you, Jason, you understand? And particularly if you're paying me for that. When I don't do what you pay me to do, ain't really no thanks and no praise is expected or no. Is I do what I got to do for you. I mean, and that's good. No, there are times when you're dealing with people for real, genuinely, and you see the work what they do for you, right? And you see they have gone
Mm-hmm.
above and beyond expectation. And at that particular moment in time,
Of
they
course.
don't. You tell them, bye. You really went above and beyond, and I respect why do you put me into this thing. But I don't understand this constant need to be told. Boy, look how we're doing this, and I should be thanking Abby for doing your job, for simply doing your job. How let me
Mm-hmm.
answer. How much man you think get up every morning, go in down a 4 season, do the job real good, ain't get no thanks. Just go home. Just go home and continue to do
Exactly.
the job. You understand? How many people don't perform and do this and that?
Mm-hmm.
Why we in this rush every minute to be bending over to thank people for doing their job, for doing what you're supposed to do?
Because they want to regulate the priorities or micromanage. They want to micromanage. You know what I mean? First thing a morning, last thing at night.
And and listen, it is all kind of things because even for example, when he had the funeral home opening, I don't understand what that could do with government. A funeral home, a funeral home, no? That ain't got nothing to do with you. There is no yeah or nothing. You don't mind. All the best of luck. I hope whatever
Well,
facilities you clean and do your job. I don't understand where
well,
this thing and
a
everything is
barber,
cutting tape.
well, a barber shop no home the other day, and he political too.
Well, as you say, everything is just, and that's what I mean. You understand? People could take it however they want and say it's on one side, but I don't understand why everything has to be pictures and look we are doing a great job. If you are doing an excellent job in the community, people respect you and look up to you and tell you that you're gonna reflect. You ain't got to go out there
Mm-hmm.
to, to be telling people that you're doing a good job. And you ain't got to tell people that you're in the community.
Well,
If you in the
well, hear this. If I win the lotto tomorrow, I know for sure the government gonna post me here. Look at this
but
wonderful young man, wonderful individual.
I don't understand. I don't understand. This thing seems to have turned into cheerleading for some reason. We just cheerleading all the time, and everything is a participation trophy. I think we need to get over that. We're adults. Let's. You see, and Jason, hear what me like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we happen to be born after independence, and people don't understand how that is very kind of important. Um, all I believe is what RBC look like a RB, you know. There was a particular time in Nevis
Mm-hmm.
when the people who was in charge of Nevis did not look like Abby. And Abby grand people and then been living in Nevis then time. He had time when West Indies cricket team in be white people. So we need to understand that that was how the governments was as well. We had to, that's how come they call it independence, you know. We had to go through a struggle to
Of
get this
course.
thing. And I'm saying it's important because having grown up in that society now, you see that young people are challenging the norms because at some particular
Mm-hmm.
stage we have to form an identity so we could move forward with this thing and the same trajectory. You understand? We got to
Let me check.
understand what we
Let me check
are going
the
to achieve.
comments.
Go on, tell me what's
True.
going on.
Um, um, make or manage every damn thing. Yason Tafari, big up yourself. Yeah, big up the topics girls them too. Everything is seemingly political in Navy, so politicians would seek to get credit or score points for anything, even the things they are hired to do. and should be doing in any case.
You understand? I don't see the big deal with some of these stories. Listen, right now, I am sure that he got somebody right now in practice with the scissors. Can't wait for the police station or over castle. Can't wait. So that they could go over there and say, well, you know, we are officially cutting the ribbon. People don't over there sleep. Huh? This don't have to be a big thing. But there is gonna be some kind of story and you know, big story and oh yeah, you're gonna got to go on some kind of speeches and you're gonna got to see somebody up there sweat and every minute them a wipe off their face. Cause they hat now and all
But
this story.
by all with fucking with Banca Nevis. You know what I mean? And like I remember I said it the day before. I said, look, you gonna see all the politicians run up and start to talk hang 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 hang. You know what I mean? Hang hang hang. I was like, I saw them mother scum ain't gonna fucking bank account there.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's a proud moment. It's a proud moment. I guess they need to attach. I don't know. I just question what we are really doing. If
Yeah.
constantly we are just, cause listen, we as a society, this is how come we create um persons where we say, what I would say, listen, we feed into the egos of these people and we
So we
create
become reliant.
we create personalities that are not sustainable. All they
Of
hear
course.
is a bunch of yes man run of them. Everything you do is wonderful, and just for them,
You not gonna do no research because them don't do the research to them.
not even that. Once you see them, you have to say thank you. Just to see them is thank you, and you have to call them by a title, and everything
What?
just anti.
The other day I was on a phone call with a bodyguard, you know what I mean? And I said, tell the minister I want a kiss. Yeah. Tell her I want a kiss. Mwah. A nice big kiss. Fuck. Everybody a kiss your ass. Yeah. I want to kiss you on your mouth. Mwah.
Well, I won't make any joke. I won't make any joke. Any joke. But yeah, but watch here. I ain't even mean to, cause I think you was talking about something else. But just now when you said that day, it triggered me off. You understand? Because
Mm.
we just doing this constant babying story and this constant attention seeking, and I think there's work to be done in Nevis. Certainly, there's a lot of work to be done on both sides.
Man, me just gonna hit your man in message, man, make you feel motivated. After you look, if shit
Hey,
ain't work out
hey,
for you, don't worry. Look out tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you something again.
hey, I watch you. As we talk about this work to be done, and
Yeah.
since pictures like to be taken, let me talk to you about where there's some work that could be done. Now, first of all, I want to start
Yes.
off by saying we don't give up on the garbage situation in Hamilton. I know I won't come and
Uh-huh.
try garbage. I give up. I enjoy myself. It's getting worse. It's all over. I would say to any of the politicians in St. Paul's, it would be a good look. It would be a good look if you go over there and get it clean up. Definitely. I could tell you, um, But Jason, this thing hit me in a kind of way where maybe not get kind of depressed when maybe
Yeah.
not see the girl. But then I find some happiness, Jason. Because I watch the
Uh-huh.
thing and I say I always find a way in life. I gotta find a way I get to be happy. Regardless to what. The place dirty, I mean I like it. And you know how I have expressed I don't do things to try to get it, but whatever. So Jason, I start to see a lot of battle on the road, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you know, what I tell myself, I am going to end up buy a case of Guinness after the battle them what I find on the road. You check it out, I
That's
walk out, I come back.
that's the amount of Guinness. That's the amount of battle you find that you go get yourself a case of Guinness. What you talking
Here,
saying?
okay, here again. I tell myself I gonna find maybe 4 a day. Big man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't reach out to about 60 something.
And by finding four there.
No man, I find way more than 4. Me find out like a
Hmm.
20. And okay, let me show you a vibes too. Because first I say, let me see what going on. Just go on me little ends. And then the other man, you know, I said, okay, and I know which part I could get you. I went down by social security.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk up the road there by social security. Big man, a whole bag. You understand? When you drive to social security, you see a lot of you see a lovely view of garbage on the side of the road.
And
You
the
check
battle
it
them not
out.
far from TDC.
No. Well, really and truly, them are gone over Valley now, you know.
Oh yeah, I hear so.
Yeah, them are gone over Valley now. But yeah, man. So as I tell you, I just end up and watch the thing and I say, bye, do you dirty, you know, but I gonna get a case against the So people, if I gonna continue try garbage, because I don't make up my mind and nothing is being done. But just know, I'll be drinking a case of Guinness Ohio.
Let me go back to the comments where Yason Tafari said, well, Alan, you see, Alan, part of the problem is though, you grow, what? Though you grow to see people looking like you in position of authority. These people who look like you are maintaining a system that was created for you and people who look like you. And these people like take people like what? Hold on. These people like you take your oath to maintain that system. So you have to take a different look to the entire picture. These guys are supposed to be very educated people to some extent, Yason, and many people look up to them. Not all. So don't intentionally
Yeah,
seek maintenance status.
yeah, but Yason missed my point, you know. Hear what I'm telling Yason,
Mm,
which is as is a difference between me and Yason too. For example, even though he is open in a different perspective, what I'm saying is this. For example, my mother, my mother lived nearly 30 years within Nevis as a colony. She ain't get to see a premiere until who it was Simeon Lana till 83.
yeah,
Before that is
83.
colonial. Before that is colonialism you're talking about.
Hmm.
And that's why I talking about my mother. So I am not questioning the education level of the people who are in power at this particular moment. All I'm saying is no. We know who come and see one thing. We are gonna come and try to shape this thing what we see. we are trying now to shape the image and need this. You understand? To
But
find
but
where we going.
but when okay, you ever watch Django the movie with
Yes.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
And you
man.
see what
Yeah,
Django
man.
do? You see what Django do? You see what Django do at the end of the movie? Free the slave and the slave they stop. They watch him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they free and they not even realize. And they're like, what I should do? Yeah, he look like that the queen do like, but I not even change one thing. Boy, come on, went till your mother's gun.
Well, well, e- even so, like Commonwealth is not bad, but even now, for example, there is an overwhelming majority in the federal government with team unity. They're not going to whatever I feel like as far as the constitution at this particular moment in time. So, if for example, um, term limits is something that is serious and that the prime minister should only serve 2 terms. There is
Mm-hmm.
basically two meetings. You call a meeting with cabinet and you go over your story. And then you set the date and then boom boom. And that's it. Huh? You start with the boundaries. A lot of different things could be done. Right now, this government got the most pressure on them than any other government in St. Kitts and Nevis history, because they got all of
Yeah,
that
pandemic.
plus, oh yeah, plus the pandemic to deal with. So they
Well, that's what you say,
really
pandemic.
the most, yeah, most pressure than probably any other government before. Because me anything Dougie had to face not like this. Dougie went
Well,
through like
guess
nine.
what?
That wasn't this.
Well, let me ask you a question. You would like to be in government right now?
I would not. I would not. I would not. No.
Don't you think they don't want to be in government? But they tell themselves, boy, let me just put on and show you here.
Okay. And listen, Jason, is a very difficult question because okay, let me put it to you this way. Because me not in a politics, it's very
Mm-hmm.
easy for me. It's very easy for me to say I would not want to be in government. Um, but I tell no lie. When I watched the election last year too, I was like, boy, this is hard. That boat here right now was on steering, man. It hard. Whoever get on hard. Me think just cause me think, no, no. But I think that there is a side to the argument of saying that it's better to be in than out. You understand? It's better to be in than out at a certain point in time as well. If you're in there, if that's your
Well,
type of
well, the thing is, right now, as the governments that are in across the world, you know what I mean, they should have some sort of diversity, you know what I mean. But I ain't seen no diversity in my home place because all we seeing is like you're saying, let's get ready for October. Let's take this job. You know what I mean? And let me get ready for the tourist season. You know what I mean? So like you basically want to say you're pushing agriculture, but you ain't pushing agriculture. That mean you can't diversify. You relying on one thing. So like when you relying on one thing, so that mean you ain't got no vision either. But check it out, are you sticking to your department and doing your part?
I confuse with the diversity thing on a number of levels. Okay. Because I think
For
is money.
which?
I can tell you what right now. No. I think is
Okay.
money Washington and Cornelius Devon would have asked the premier the same question. And it's basically The question is, seeing as how it is with tourism, what is going to happen to diversify the economy? Kind well, I took the question to diversify the economy, but I think his interpretation of the question was to diversify it away from tourism. No,
Mm-hmm.
I, I think just like the premier, tourism is gonna be something what we got to deal with. When things is good, generally, tourism is gonna be a part of the package where you're trying to deal with. But it is not
Mm-hmm.
unfair to ask, like, what are the other things? And his general answer has been so far that you can't do it because you got hotels in place. Your infrastructure basically geared towards tourism, so you can't take up the infrastructure there and then go use them towards, for example, agriculture or
Mm-hmm.
some kind of. Now, what people just say is, boy, I say get rid of tourism. I just want something else to do along with tourism, something one might hinder
Yeah,
tourism.
but guess what? But guess what? You think that man ain't know what the man wanna say, but he don't wanna correct it because he don't got nothing to say about it. So it's just
No,
like by it's just like he falter, so he take the falter there and spin back the falter by he. So it's like no solution for no solution. You understand what I'm saying? Because he know what the man trying to say. He know what they're trying to say. But guess what? He just want to say playing professional or whatever, sticking to what they're saying and trying to formulate whatever he have to say. Which he know what they're trying to get at. Because he could take it upon himself and say what he's supposed to say and say, hey, let me correct you. Because all are we, you know what I mean? It's country above self. You know what the man try. You know what the people them trying to get at. You know what I mean? Do not try to run away from it. Or play cricket or play basketball like LeBron. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what the people them really wanna ask.
but I'm gonna tell you now how the diversity kill me now. At the same time of saying that you can't do it, how is it possible that you could say, well, we have this new film industry that is doing way this and way that? I think at the same time it is fair to say, how we know? We need to take a little breather on these films. A lot of
But
things happen to films. Hey, they got a lot of movie why don't shoot and never released to nobody, All kind
but
of things
here
just happen.
but if you're gonna talk about the film industry, you know what I mean? We'll talk the whole 9 yards because you go talk about the money what the government also gives to the film industry too. Because hey, like the people then come here so start to wheel off a pile of money, the government have to give them some sort of money too.
Um, to do what? How to do what?
Just
I
like a
don't
CPL, just like a CPL.
I, I don't understand. But CPL is more like you're buying the rights to the tournament, kind of like how Dubai, I guess, would buy the IPL rights or something like also. Them man buy the because no, you can't be that. You can't be that. You, you,
Do
you can't,
do your
you can't tell you where you have to be.
investigation.
Yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to because I can't see how that gonna be making sense. The only thing I
Yeah,
could
I
think
think it's
about is
I think
the,
allegedly it's
the
over $100,000.
yeah, but for what?
What I mean for what? You go pay me
Yeah,
to.
but for what?
They got you know what I mean? It's like you gotta pay me to, you answer me? Like a situation that they beg will come here, you know? Who beg will come wherever, you know? You answer me? Agreement
Well,
had to be made. Agreements had to be made.
what I could say I know is what I heard from I think is the prime minister and maybe the premier. is that because of our excellent handling of the COVID-19 crisis, never mind in fact that we got 41 active cases right now. Never mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about that. That wasn't present at the time of the statement. He said because of our excellent, record with regards to COVID, and no, I don't think vaccine coming either. But because of our excellent record, it was chosen for the film industry. So I don't know what now buying rights.
But everything could be on the front, But why be happen, right? Yeah, so I mean, reading the front of a contract could be so easy because guess what? Guess what to the bottom? The
Yeah.
signature slot. Yeah, so I mean, nobody gonna take no time out to read to nothing to the back. You check it out.
Mm-hmm. And you see,
It's after
because
now. It's after now. It's after now. You get after now. You when you don't make your big speech. You're like, oh me ass, yeah, but we forget to read the back,
you see, watch out. You see, now I be really talk about this movie thing. Now you got a lot of question now. You trigger off in my mind. You understand? Now, see, because cause I want to be a movie expert. You better believe if
Yeah.
you gonna get a movie in a Navy, so you gonna be a fucking movie expert. So I don't start to look into certain things like film production companies and all these kind of things.
Uh huh.
So how this thing working, right? If I hire a production company, for example, Jason, is two stories I could be doing, no? I could be
Mm-hmm.
I got my production company and I got my writers and we cranking out with original content. Or
Hmm.
I got my production company and other people are producing are using the facilities to produce content or whatever. And it's the same thing like with a band. You know how Abo got his studio. Abo go make music for himself and put out his
Yeah.
thing. People could come to and use Abo studio. But basically
Mm-hmm.
that's his own company. No, what I'm saying is I'm confused about with this kind of thing. Like when the government have a deal with a production company, basically. Like they're doing documentaries. Like they're doing documentaries about Nevis. Like, is it that they have to um show off Nevis? Like he got to got something saying Nevis naturally in all of the movie and them like product placement. Me not understand why it is them man have to be involved with this on any kind of level. As far as me understand, if you got a film industry, all we're saying is as long as I follow these guidelines, they gonna get me a license or whatever, and they could do whatever it is I wanna do. Me not see why they got to got a deal with the government. Me not see, I don't see how it's relevant at all at all.
I gotta tell you this. I know of a country in the Caribbean, right? They were supposed to build some houses, right? Because during the election they were campaigning and say, I'm gonna build so let's say they're gonna build 6,000 houses. You know what I mean?
Mm,
What be happen? They mismanage the money. What they do now, they reach out to home builders, like big companies, foreign companies now. You know what I mean? To come in and to invest and give them all sort of concession, like a long list of things, you know what I mean? It's like you come into Antigua free man. Oh shit.
mm,
You know what I mean? It's like you come into Antigua, Barbados, a free man or whatever. You check?
mm,
So
right.
it's like when they do come to Antigua, Barbados or whatever one their country there, you know what I mean? They like the houses them start build or whatever, then they said, yeah, the government building a house. You see, the government start building houses and all that stuff there, but nobody know what in the pipeline. You check?
By and But that's what make, as you say, investigation. You have to find out what is actually being done, so that you could make decisions responsibly according to what is on the table. Yeah, I got a couple of investigations self follow.
Yeah, so put that on the investigation list. Hear about what country. Let me read your son Tafari comment. I do not quite miss your point, Alan. I was adding to the fact also
Oh,
that even though we have people who look like us, may not be not much of a difference in the system that are upholding is not designed for people who look like me and you. So youths, yes, who grow up after independence really need to realize that independence was given to us. Not because we fought for it, but because we were economic burden to the crown, which is the queen also. Yeah, so we got to lose from the we got to lose from the chain, but still we locked up in the queen's yard. Will this generation take the step to take the next level of independence and become a republic state? Who knows, Yason? Would we consider removing ourselves from the Commonwealth and align with whoever we choose to?
um, to answer your son question, um, I don't think it's a wise move. And furthermore, the reason I make me tell your son, right? I understand his point. Um, us being in the Commonwealth will not deny us the ability to form a unique identity within the scheme or anything. Jamaica has done it, Trinidad has done it. I mean, I'm not saying that we haven't done it, but we ain't identifying a particular core values in which we uphold, and so that make it so now we kind of like absorbing everything and in depth. Understand? Like Jamaica, you could and
Hmm.
you could see, you could hear the confidence. You understand? Um, Nevis has an opportunity, as me I tell you, to deal with it on certain levels. Even listen, he got certain little things like him dressing in or Jason. What me I tell you, Nevis people don't play with. Nevis people could put on some clothes in on me, G. They look good in a Jason. You check it out. All of these things are ways how we don't express yourself, and what me I say to your son is um Jew especially to the fact now, especially like I know, look you there Alberta, me there Nevis,
Hmm.
and we still could link and still could vibes. Through all we
Yeah,
are, we could communicate. We are get closer to one another in a sense too. And I feel like it's possible that we could break out of this thing. I feel like we are gonna be a particular generation to make some inroads to lay a foundation as to what is taking place, because we are not colored by what took place before. So all we want to do is create, really and truly. We just want an opportunity
true.
to get us and put down we color paint how we want them. You check, build we society.
True, you talk about paint. You look like you look like you clean your room. Somebody come now.
They don't reach. They don't reach. You better fucking believe that.
Oh,
Watch out, let me learn or something. If them a want say, if them a want say lockdown, that's the business right now. That's the business right now. They could do what they feel like. You understand? The settings don't set. So we got
it look like you got a fresh coat of paint because I mean, like, why no? Customer see a little brown, you know?
Yeah, man, you know, see my face not even shine now and all. Everything good, everything all boiling.
Yeah, daddy, bro.
Hey, I want to talk about the experience today what I had down the road, you know. You understand? And
Talk about your experience. Because some
yeah,
people come
let me
here with some up-to-date results with the COVID, saying, somebody saying he got an up-to-date case of how much? Allegedly, he got 19 more positive cases, and somebody commented and said it's actually 25 in total. So that's basically alleged, you know what I mean? Remember, nothing ain't true if he ain't come from the CMO. So may believe
I,
are you?
I I was just about to say I ain't believe not why you say with our unofficial results because up to last week I see voice note with something about man living in a house with 7 people and everybody test positive and he being up and down and all kind of story. So I don't believe I lie. And not only that, I got more cases now than nearly what they had before. So, and we're in a lockdown. I don't feel like nothing goes up. Especially with the amount of vaccine. Nah, man. I don't believe.
They say she don't say it tonight.
Oh, my God.
Mm-mm.
That is not a good thing. But
So,
I stand
uh-huh.
by, I stand by my comment. Listen, authorities, people in charge. I see from in the next approximately 72 hours. If I want to shut down the country, that's our business. Hey, good. I ain't gonna be happy in our life. You
How much
understand?
more
My
days I
brother,
got to be more happy? How much more days so you
I
got so?
I tell you approximately 72 hours. Approximately.
Wow.
Yeah. Me good. So then go to wherever they feel like. And then long as I be, um, curfew.
Happy
You know.
belated birthday, but
Oh, today was my Facebook birthday. When was my Facebook birthday? It was today?
man, no, me
I
see
was
you
just,
gonna me see you put up a picture and me walk out you gonna man. So me walk out maybe today birthday.
no. I was in town and somebody said I look like I posing. And me thought me only a lean up. Me thought me a hold up a building. And they say you look like me a pose.
So are there any community spreads in Nevis? CMO no announced that yet.
Well, since you mentioned that topic, I different people have brought up this to me. And some people are asking if you not got no COVID in the Nevis, but we know that there's community spread down in a sinking. What are we doing about the boats? Is it possible that we could stop the boats possibly, or would we have to shut down the boats? Um,
The boat ain't
and
gonna
my
boat ain't gonna stop a thing.
no, but if you got
We
community spread down there and I've been nothing, you gonna stop
Nevis
something.
people more stronger. Nevis people strong immune system stronger. We eat more gong food. We eat more gong food than Kitty Sean. Remember that man got the KFC and them thing down there, you know? Fuck how I feel like. Kitty Sean Food Center. Fuck them, all them must pack down there, so. Fuck how I feel like. More KFC them I eat. I be eat a beef soup and so when weekend time come, them there gonna eat KFC. And fucking come up and eat down them girl butter chicken. So when I look now, man, like a me and you can't give away raise for a butter chicken.
Boy, this afternoon self I eat some yam and say some soup. Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. But Jason, I've been stronger than them. And as I said, the question is, and it's just people wondering, is this something that should be considered or would be considered? If we know that you got
But you
community
only
spread, don't sink it. At
but
some point in time, you're gonna have to stop, no?
But he only gonna be considered if election was this year.
Was this year? What
If
do you mean
if
by that?
election if election was this year, we wouldn't know how they would have deal with it because guess what? It would have been locked down for some people and locked down for not for certain people. It would not have been no curfew.
Uh, well, people are questioning, and for my part, I think that the answer is yes, it could happen, but it would still have to be kind of an extreme circumstance. But um, there are
Man left the
circumstances.
place open, man. The people feel like they're there Florida.
What Florida, big man? No, okay. This come back to me experience downtown to the now. I downtown,
Uh-huh.
right? And um, I got my mask. You understand? But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, okay, I'm there, ragged. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. We ain't going on with nothing big or no story. We just there having a conversation. And we social distancing. Okay?
Yeah.
Nobody will pass a hug up or nothing. Okay? Officer passed down. And this is the energy where the officer hit her with. Hey boy, hey boy, I put on a mask boy. No, listen, police necessary. You know, we live in a civilized society. We live in a place with rules and orders. And police is necessary so that people don't take up my shit. And I have to go take recourse myself and all these kind of things. You understand? There's there to
So
ensure that
so y'all
only
got
an orderly fashion. That
so y'all got to wear mask all outside on the road?
absolutely,
That a fuckery.
absolutely. You know,
That's fuckery.
you know, see the same picture with me right there by the right there. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Watch here. Is
So you
Jacob?
go you go you go uh-huh.
And him to say the I had the mask in my hand. I understand. I got one part for me ear there. So it's only like I got to strap. But as me say, he
Yeah.
just show a man have a little conversation. He there over there, me there. And I only talking to you about the energy what he hit me with. Because if he had a relationship with man, a man is tongue man. People what he got to deal with and see all the time. If he had a relationship with Harvey, he would not have approached Harvey like us so. And everything would have been smooth on Jason. But then what end up happening now? He passing other people and he ain't giving them the same kind of energy. You know how to pull him up. I
Mm.
said, no, you can't pass him on do your job. You have to do your job now. So now he put you in a situation now where you got to go make he do his job. Watch here. I would follow here and make sure he do his job. You know? You can't be dealing with big people like
True.
us. So I want police officers talk like how they talk to other police officers. You check it out? Like I am a human too. Because if he got to tell another officer to put on the mask, he ain't gonna say bye, bye. He ain't gonna put it like a so. He gonna say, excuse me, sir, where this or where whatever. And he gonna deal
Hey.
with that. And the next thing too, the officers them got to show they got to deal with the ladies and them too. Because it make no sense. You won't be passing all them and them telling them putting them mask on, and then you ain't gonna tell the ladies and them nothing. Deal with this thing, deal with your job. Because people out here watching you, we seeing what you're dealing with.
But hey, But Alan, I don't know if you ever experience. I don't know if you ever experienced me having a conversation with an officer.
No.
Well, Panaman, you miss out a good time, because when they depending upon how they call me, you check it out. Me go feel like me go answer you. Me go answer you what on my mind, Like I could remember a time in a dance. You understand me? A police decided to call me pussy. You check it out,
Mm-hmm.
mine. The police. What going on by pussy? I was like, but me and another friend. You hear? Maybe one of your friend tell you me a pussy, but me going go DJ. Well, me going go DJ and me alone because I would this must in the shop then. And hear me. Hey, just remember the police are somebody. So careful. The man decided to
Yo.
come up to me and say, "Oh, I disrespecting an officer." I said, brother man, the whole point about it, nobody hear you when you call me pussy, and not everybody hear what me say.
No,
So
but
that's
you
the
see,
advantage I had over you. I use it to my advantage. You want to be disrespectful, I could make things even worse.
and that's
From
the
that
thing.
day, me and he get good.
And that's the thing, because we never start off with the disrespect. But if you find that you are disrespectful, then you're gonna find that is a competition you start. And it's a competition where you're gonna lose. You're gonna come second. So it makes sense the thing
But
with the
everybody's
right.
supposed to know me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because he's the type of person, like if you're going on the alley there, I following you. Oh yeah, let me go. Let's go. It's like rodeo.
Definitely, definitely,
Of
man.
course, man.
I just feel like the man need to address people in the right way. Um, certain things like make no sense. Like come down in a place and say final warning everybody, final warning everybody. No, no, me not say watch it. Everybody not they have their job to do and want to comply. But it don't make no sense. You try to be this overlord or this dictator to people and got to change up your voice and all kind of thing. Go all down there and got bass and thing. All of a sudden you got to puff out your chest. No. Because we could see that you're fake. You better to build a real relationship. Show your real self with the people and then I'll be able to comply. Me, really and
So you got to
truly,
wear a
it's
mask inside a public place and outside a public place.
fine. Yeah.
So if you walk in your dog, you have to wear a mask.
Well, me not, no. Not as far, no. Well, listen, but I can't answer that, But to me, does what me dog some kind of funny time and so it kind of hard. They might pull me up. But even at that, some kind of common sense have to prevail. Because once again,
Of course.
my dog leash is 16 feet, and my dog don't like people. Dog don't like people at all. So you ain't gonna get no close to me. You can't come within 6 feet of me. So it makes sense. You just let
Well,
me walk.
through your
Well and truly.
through you talk about dogs, right? I know a friend of mine
Mhm.
before I left Ontario. She got her dog vaxxed.
They are providing COVID shots for dogs now.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't know if they provided or this is exclusive. She got her dog vaxxed.
Which company? Which one are the vaccination?
I think at the Moderna.
You don't be responsible yet. I ain't been responsible yet.
I am still irresponsible.
Okay. Well, I
But
would like to
but I
hold on there,
but
hold on, hold
Laura
on, hold on
respect.
there, hold on there, hold on there, because I realize that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis was very responsible recently. We were setting records daily, and I realized that our ass are taking our time in going for our vaccine. And I would like to remind Ayo that some of Ayo need to be responsible so that some of us could be irresponsible. So I need Ayo to start to go back by
Why?
the health center very fast again.
But 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 it look like it look like you're gonna go whole Hanotech. You look like you're gonna go whole Hanotech job.
But you don't got a couple people don't tell me they want to hold me and carry me go take job, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. But yeah, man, I go take a vaccine, man. This thing there 60% so long. I wanna see 70 something and 80 something. I can't wait till you reach up to 95. So uh, so that this thing goes
Hey,
sort
suppose
out.
you wake up. Suppose you got herd immunity, right? And so like 3 months after the herd immunity, you wake up one morning, right? And you go downtown, go walk, and you're like, why? Where are these people you gone? Where everybody?
Well, I, I I could tell you the only thing will happen. That got to be. I got downtown and things so good with me not even know a Juve man in.
Well,
And
Alan,
everybody gotta see it.
I'm gonna ask you the next question too, because because you got to prepare for any weather.
Mm-hmm. What's the
You hear?
question? Yeah.
You could
What's the
cook.
question?
You could cook.
Yes. Am I talented?
You can cook like varieties.
I'm talented. Like fuck. Talented like
Okay,
fuck. But watch
okay.
out.
I
Jason is
didn't know that.
important. Jason is important in life to look like a skunk. You got to look like you don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like me now. You see, me don't look like me serious and so. But you got to look like you're serious. Cause then we're going to smile and laugh up and give up with people all the time. You know, be sweet
True.
if you're not serious some of the time. You check it
No,
out.
I'm
So
just thinking of future preparedness, and I mean because suppose you wake up one morning and you realize nobody will cook you and nothing, you know what I mean? So all of that me I think about.
but boy, up to the other week, a season chicken no fuck up. Cause me done a prepare for when them man say lockdown. So me season some chicken. I got myself sort out. Okay,
Okay, you good boy.
really and truly, right? Now that I think about it, one, this is for the
Mm-hmm.
government now. I'm talking to the government.
Yeah.
Um, I
Talk
don't
to
lock it
them.
down to you. Don't lock it down to you next week. I need to get one or two food stuff. So by next week, when I get in things there, man, I go to where I feel like.
But but look at this. These places where we require vaccination, you know what I mean? Look like they cut back on the hours for the people them. What they say, if you don't vaccinate, you know what I mean, you're gonna lose your job. You got to require a test every 2 weeks or whatever.
Well, man, these are some of the unintended consequences because, for example, if you're at a hotel right now and the chef have to be home, have to be off the property by 7, then big man, you don't know, you got to order your dinner early. Everything is affected.
Hmm.
This, this thing is a real. It's just a nuisance. You know what I mean? I mean, it's necessary
Mm-hmm.
because by Jason, this is confusing to me. Because when I listened Akila yesterday, I would have listened to the briefing they had yesterday, and they were saying
Mm-hmm.
that And I feel like she make up something too, no. By the way, I feel like she make up something too. She was talking something about
It's
positivity, some positivity,
well, put
something,
time
and
on it.
like I hear them saying about positivity way, but she was saying she like she make up a term. But anyway, they were saying that it's good, and that if we reach I think over 5%, then the country got to go in a lockdown. But basically we the like 1 point something percent. So we ain't within the range of thinking about a lockdown. But
Then
if
I
them
mean think about
numbers,
that
yeah,
before too.
if the numbers, yeah, I continue go how them go. And if okay, one thing what is fair to say, if the curfew was 11 o'clock last time and it got to 8 o'clock, that means we go backwards. That means things ain't looking good. If you
True.
been maintained, if you been maintained to 11, at least you could have said, well, by we steady. But if this thing
Mm-hmm.
move to 8, the next thing what them hang on until I be 5 o'clock. Because I be don't see, I be don't have days when it been 5 o'clock. And you got to eat in 5 o'clock. For real, for real. So imagine the sun out later than you. The sun out, just do what you want, all over Nevis. And you can't do what you do. And in the night, yeah.
Fall out later than you.
Things happen.
Fall out later than
Yeah,
you.
man. Walking up and down the road, eating no fuck. Yeah. So, based on what they're doing with the new guidelines, the indication have to be that we're moving backwards. The numbers ain't looking good.
So tell me something now, Alan. With all these people contracting the virus, right? Any of them vaccinated because they're making it. I convinced that by I don't even know how to say, it, but you feel like one or two people vaccinated, right?
None of them fully vaccinated. I think they say a couple of them have they don't get a first shot. But they also say all of them who don't get at least the first shot, they ain't have it as bad. The symptoms ain't as bad. The people, because remember, you got 4 people in the hospital now, eh? I don't know if you hear
Mm-hmm.
that, but you got 4 in the hospital now. None of them they get no vaccine.
Hmm. Wow. Well, I don't got nothing to say. I wish everybody to stay safe. You know what I mean? Me can tell her to sanitize, you know what I mean? Because a lot of time like a beard neither. Because the best show you tell her you beard diplomatically, eh? Me gonna tell her you beard. Me not gonna tell her you sanitize. Me gonna tell her you beard. Yeah. So I just wanna stay safe, you know what I mean? And the best thing about a mask, right? You know what I mean? Your friend not got to tell you your mouth stink. You could tell yourself when your mouth stink.
Jason, me not like the master. Me just, the place just been started today. Kind of place where you start to see the ladies and the more you want to see, and you see the face. You check it out today.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much a good looking woman pass me today. I mean, no way did I do. Me not see that face.
But
Me
but
just
you're not even if them a chat. You're not even if them a chat you.
all these things. Me no mind. At least they must say something. But
But
I ain't like this mask thing. I ain't like it. But we gotta do it. We're back to that bullshit. Unless I go take a vaccine. So that I could take off our mask and see the ladies and then in the face again. So
no take
anyway,
a
so,
shit,
so so
man.
that's good. So that's good
Yeah,
night.
man. Yeah, man. I hungry no
Uh,
fuck. Me think me gonna stay all day with you. After we look, you got call Zumek, man.
Yeah, I have responsibilities. I'm a
You look like
responsible.
you're full of adrenaline right now, you know? So I want you be who you. I want you to just be.
Yeah, I feel fit right now, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, I must say, people, you don't know it was a great show. I don't know how you think, you know what I mean? Just give me your point of view, your constructive criticism. I don't care either, you know, but I love you still. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been the
you could
topics.
even say fuck off. They could even say fuck off. Must say
Yeah,
something.
man, but you don't know. It's all about you guys, you know. So manners and respect to each and everybody, especially for the ones that in the comments. Yeah, friend, I don't see you there anymore. I just was looking for you, but I fear the centipede too. So yeah, good night, everyone.